Jagat Guru A.C. Bhakti Dhira Swami Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parirajakacharya Astuta Rasita Sismadi Vankya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Ananta Gori Vaishnavaniti. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kuraki. Praying for Shri Krishna Chaitanya Punitana Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Kukunda Shama Kundara Kunda Giri Govardhan Vrindavan Dham Mathura Dham Hariv Mathur Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glory to Shri Guru and Shri Gopal. Namo Vishnu Pati Krishna Pati Chaitanya Shanti Shri Guru Shakti Bhakti. Narayanam Namaskritya Haram Chaiva Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nasta Praesha Badrishu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Kloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnanatimurandasya Jnanandana Salakaya Chakshurmalitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhisam Sadhisam Jena Bhutale Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vikantam Sajiva Sadvitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Param Sahaguru Lalita Sri Visakhanavitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Jai Shri
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yatra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15. Instruction for civilized human beings. Text number 36. 7:15:36. Japa Braja Grihat Purvam Trivargava Panat Punaha Yadi Sevitatan Bhikshu Savaivanta Savatapara Yaha Pravartya Grihat Purvam Trivargava Panat Punaha Yadi Sevitatan Bhikshu Savaivanta Sapatrapa Yaha Pravrajya Grihat Purvam Trivargava Panat Punaha Yadi Sevitatan Bhikshu Savaivanta Sapatrapa What is this? Jaha, one who, Prabraja, being finished for good, and living for the forest, being situated in transcendental bliss, Grihat, from whom, Purvam, at first, Trivaraga, the three principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Avapanat, from the field in which they are sown. Punaha, again, Yadi, if Sevita, should accept, Tan, materialistic activities. Bhikshu, a person who has accepted the sannyas order. Saha, that person. Vai, indeed. Banta Asi, one who eats his own vomit. Apatrapaha, without shame. Translation and purport by Divine Grace. One who accepts the sannyas order gives up the three principles of materialistic activities, in which one indulges in the field of household life, namely religion, economic development, sense gratification. One who first accepts sannyas, but then returns to such materialistic activities is to be called a fantasy, or one who eats his own vomit. He is indeed a shameless person. Please repeat. One who accepts the sannyas order gives up the three principles of materialistic activities, in which one indulges in the field of household life, namely religion, economic development, and sense gratification. One who first accepts sannyas, but then returns to such materialistic activities is to be called a fantasy, or one who eats his own vomit. He is indeed a shameless person. Property. Materialistic activities are regulated by the institution of Varnashram Dharma. Without Varnashram Dharma, materialistic activities constitute animal life. Yet, even in human life, while observing the principles of Varna and Ashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Bonaparte and sannyas. One must ultimately accept sannyas, the renounced order. For only by the renounced order can one be situated in Brahma Shuka, or transcendental bliss. In Brahma Shuka, one is no longer attracted by lusty desires. Indeed, when one is no longer disturbed, especially by lusty desires for sexual indulgence, he is fit to become a sannyasi. Otherwise, one should not accept the sannyas order. If one accepts sannyas at an immature stage, there is every possibility of his being attracted by women and lusty desires, and thus again becoming a so-called grihasta, or a victim of women. Such a person is most shameless, and he is called Vantasi, or one who eats that which he has already vomited. He certainly lives a condemned life. In our Krishna consciousness movement, it is advised, therefore, that the sannyasis and brahmacharis keep strictly aloof from the association of women, so that there will be no chance of their falling down again as victims of lusty desires. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vantasi. That is a word. Vantasi. Shameless. Who eats his own vomit. Which animal does that?
Dog.
The dog. Not human being. Human being does not eat his or her vomit. Only dogs do that. Among all the animals, domestic animals, what is the position of a dog? Among the domestic animals, what is the position of a dog?
Security.
Among domestic animals, what is the position of a dog?
Lowest. The body culture is considered untouchable.
Untouchable. The lowest. Even here in Africa, a person who eats dog meat is considered separate. There is a separation. There is a low caste. Of all the meats available, dog meat. That's what he eats. It's abomination. So he said he is a shameless person. Shameless person. And proper use the word here. Proper use the word so-called householder. So-called householder. That means he's not a householder. A sannyasi who comes back to marry is not a householder. It's a different person. That means society does not have a place for him. Yes. He should die. It's a disgrace. It's a shame. They don't show a proper standard. In fact, Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, one who has been elevated to condemn should die. Should die, should not exist. So Nadamuni is speaking. This is Nadamuni speaking, not somebody else. Nadamuni is a strict sannyasi. So he's giving this direction. Yudhishthira Maharaj asked him a question, so he has been speaking. So from chapter 11, he has been speaking. He has been speaking about brahmacharis, grihastas, vanaprasthas. He's talking about sannyas. And the title is Instruction for Civilized Human Beings, not civilized person. This instruction is for well-behaved people, people who should behave properly. Fantasy. It looks very disgusting when you see a dog eating the vomit. How do you feel when you see a dog doing that? It is very disgusting. So a fallen sannyasi is to be a disgusted person. Sight. Disgusted sight. It shouldn't be seen. It should not be seen because it's a symbol of caricature. And people will yes, it's a laughing stock. And people see falling sannyasi. So, but for what reason we want to go to take sannyas if we're not ready for it? Especially what is already 80 years, 90 years is coming to get married. So when will the person renounce? And when you are 80 years coming to marry again or 20 years, your granddaughter is cheating for the girl also. Not even the shameless person alone. The girl is cheating. And the girl who accepts us is also a shameless person who doesn't have character. Because you're supposed to know. This person is 80 and you are 20. How many years are you going to spend in the house of husband before the man dies? How many years? 5 years. And then you are still young. So what will you do? Look for another husband? Right? It's a shame. It's a disgrace. Both parties are wrong. Both is wrong. Actually, it is punishment. That was very clear. It is punishment. Yes. It is not just a normal fall down. It's punishment. One is cheating, misbehaving. His Holiness Dr. Mara said that nobody falls down. We have been placed on our proper place. Yes. The problem is what? He has never been a sannyasi. He's just been hanging there for prestige. But nature does not provide or facilitate the cheating. So you will expose. Go to your proper place, not here. So for person to fall, the person has fallen long time back, not today. Today it has become an obvious thing, and you can see it. But it has taken place long time back. Because the symptoms are there. You don't see the person in the class only when he is giving class. You don't see the person in the activities, but you will see the person eating heavy food and sleep. So all the symptoms are there. When you eat the heavy food and go and sleep, the genital will rise. That's natural. Yes. It will rise, it will not sleep, it will rise. And naturally you cannot change it. It is in the body. And it will function like that. Nobody has power to change nature. Nature can change everyone, but you cannot change nature because it is Krishna. Only Krishna can adjust nature. Nobody else can do it. Therefore, it is appropriate that the rules and the regulations should be properly followed. This is for protection. That is how one is protected. When the rules and regulations are followed for our own protection. Get up in the morning, early in the morning, and do our morning duties perfectly. chant 60 rounds nicely, and hear it for devotees. Yes. Be very, very active the whole day, talking about Krishna with devotees, preaching Krishna causes, attending to devotees, fully busy the whole day. There's no question of thinking otherwise. Even if something happens, Krishna will protect you because I fully engaged in his service. Krishna is protecting his devotees, but he does not protect deviants. But less intelligent people will not understand who is a deviant. Why Krishna is exposing someone who is a deviant. We think that, oh, Krishna is not protecting devotee. What is Paramahamsa? Paramahamsa cannot fall down. Paramahamsa cannot. There's no history in our tradition. You have a Paramahamsa that fall down. Which one? Which one? Paramahamsa. In Ramayana, in Mahabharata, in the Puranas, Paramahamsa. Huh? Vishwamitra is a yogi, not a Paramahamsa. It's a yogi, not a Paramahamsa. Yogi, according to Chitta selfish. A selfish person have no shelter because you don't have a space for Krishna. All the space is for my gratification, my body. So we are alone. A yogi is alone. A mokshu is alone. A bhukshu is alone. It's alone. Yogi is alone. Bhakta is not alone. Bhakta is fully occupied. What Krishna considers surrounded by all protective devices. That's a Paramahamsa. You cannot hold. But others, they are on their own. They will have problem. Haridas, Paramahamsa. Right? Any person who comes to him, Harada will tell the person is a devotee. Because it has the potency. Right? If you don't have it, you cannot do it. If you have it, then you can do it. Anybody who comes to Harada will become a sannyasi. He will become a sannyasi like himself. Oh. Isn't it? Someone else, you can remember Paramahamsa? Sukadeva Goswami is a monist. Sukadeva Goswami didn't fall down, he's a monist. But he went up. From monism, he went to personalism. He didn't fall down. That is his position. Yes, he became a personalist. His father sent his student to go and recite Bhagavatam for him. He sat for him all the way in the forest. He saw him, they started reciting. He became attracted and they started going. So he followed them and they were reciting until they come back to Uttara Badri, Samapras. Samapras is the first place. Yesterday, they gave Bhagavatam to Sukadeva Goswami. Samapras, Uttara Badri. Then he became a personalist. He didn't fall. He went up. Devotees, they fall up, they don't fall down. Yes. Devotees. Is it not? You can't see that because they're fully protected by Krishna. Krishna protects the devotees. There is no deviation. So, Varna and Ashram designed a society for promotion. The one gradually progressing from brahmachari 25 years. 25 years is brahmachari. And after that, 20, 50 or 26 years, they say householder to 50 household. But unless some institution organizes the society like that, organize the society perfectly, so that people can function properly. And they design the society and they give the duty for all the actions. All the duties are all designed and assigned respectively to all the actions. So 50 years one is in the household. When a pastor has 75 years, Sanyas 100. It's how the society divided. Yes, it divided like that. So when one has finished the household of business, he is properly trained, while observing the principles of Varanashram, Brahmana, Satriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmacharya, Hasta, Vanaprastha, and sannyas. One must ultimately accept sannyas. Ultimately. It is compulsory. It is compulsory that at the age of 70 one should take sannyas. Compulsory. One should not remain a householder till death. Automatic hell. The wait till death is automatic hell. One should take sannyas. Take sannyas, be free. So you can preach and see people equally. See all living entities equally. Take compassion to give Christian consciousness as much as one can. That's sannyas. It's compulsory. For only by the renounced order can one be situated in Brahmasukha, transcendental bliss. Brahmasukha to Ananta. Unlimited. The ocean. The idea, when you say ocean, what is the idea? We are looking at unlimited. That's the idea when you say ocean. Unlimited transcendental bliss, at which those who are completely renounced. This one Prabhupada said, if one wants to see the super soul, then we have to give up all the activities of material senses. Without giving up the activities of material senses, you cannot see the super soul. How to give them up? Oh, the activity of our senses, the eyes, the ears, the tongue, belly, genital, hands, all these activities to be given up, then one can see the super soul. And in that way, one enter. In Brahma Sukha, one is no longer attracted by lofty desires. It is finished. Indeed, when one is no longer disturbed, especially by lofty desire for sexual indulgence, he is fit to become a sannyasi. Of course, these days, we don't meet with their standard. For one to be free from sex desire means one is a pure devotee. The laws have been transformed into pure love of Godhead. Then one is free. One is completely free at that stage. So it is possible. It is possible that one can reach the stage where the mind is 100% free from all the attractions and indulging in the activity of the material senses for gratification. It's a stage that is 100% wiped out. One becomes Hamala Bhakta. At that stage, one is completely situated in Brahmasokya to Ananta. But before then, the Sabbath recommended what Tapo Divyam, transcendental austerity, transcendental austerity, like Kartik. Kartik means austerity, tightening the belts of our senses, not giving freedom to the senses. Then the senses will be under regulation and trained until restricted. Restraining the senses is for conditioned soul. It's not Christian consciousness, but it's a process for us to become Christian conscious. If the senses are not purified, we cannot do pure devotional service. I was able to be motivated by other things: lust, pride, arrogance, yes, cancer, evil-minded person has cancer. So you cannot be attracted by Krishna, no taste for Krishna. Even if you are seeing Krishna regularly, you cannot have taste for Krishna. Kamsa doesn't have taste for Krishna, although he was seeing Krishna every day. Even in sleep, Kamsa sees Krishna. In his dream, he sees Krishna 24 hours. But he's not considered a devotee. Because he's seeing Krishna is different from a devotee seeing Krishna. A devotee sees Krishna with love. Premanjana Chruta Bhakti Dhira Santa Sadeh de Shudloyan below Koyanti Jam Shama Sundar Sindar Swagunarupam Govinda Mahadi Purusha Premanjana. The factory is material. See how the factory produce the ultimate. It's made the eyes. Then, yes, you see Shama Sundar. There, Hridaya, in the heart. Oh, see. So, for Srimati need to anoint our eye with this. Shiva, Param, Jyotim, Bhagwan, Tamadosha, so Bhuta, Buhama, Nindati, and the Shah, one devotee. When he was a small boy, his father told him, when you grow up, you should worship Lord Krishna. That instruction he gave, his father gave to him. Very, very fortunate to get instruction like that. Very fortunate. Majority of people don't want their children to become devotees. But very fortunate people, they would like the children to become devotees. So he gave me instruction. Krishna Das. When you go, you should become a devotee of Krishna. So immediately he reached the age of 5. He went to Jaipur. I went to Govinda temple and requested him, can you employ me? Please give me some service. They gave him service. He stand by the door to open the people. He sat there. They didn't know that he's there so you can see Govinda every day, 24 hours. This is intention. He got that service, not to pay. After so many years, his devotion became very mature. So he resigned and he came to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, he became a bhikshu. Turn bhikshu. So depending on alms, that's what it is. Bhikshu depends on alms. It doesn't have a regular income that it depends on income, depend on somebody. No, it's fully independent. A bhikshu. So you can get whatever you want at his will. Because if you depend on somebody, you are controlled. So Krishna Das was bhikshu when he came to Vrindavan. At Govardhan, he was there at Govardhan. Look at his fortune. He left home for Govinda. He left Govinda for Govardhan. Govardhan means what? When you say Govardhan, you're looking at what? Radhakun, Shamakun. You're all together. So he was there doing his bhajan. A bhikshu. He would go and beg. He would beg floor. Want to be Krishna conscious? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, fine, because you don't want. It's okay, no problem. No problem. It's not a surprise. You're not interested in Krishna consciousness. It will just come around. Either it's an instructor or a freelancer. But Krishna is not a freelancer. It's a big shoe. He will go and bake flour. When you get flour, what do you do with it? Make dough. Yes, and fry or baked, right? He does not bake and fry. He will eat it like that. And yes, he eats like that. We're not cooking. Nothing added, no salt, no pepper, no spice. Back to Golden Key! Premanjana Key! Because of doing this, he became blind. Yes, all the nutrients, there's no nutrient in the body. So he cannot go and beg. Even that, he cannot go for it. He was lying on his bed, on his back, and preparing to leave. He cannot go and beg. He has no servant, no disciple. So, Srimati Radharani came to Lalita Vishaka, and he said, "Do you want to tarnish my image?" She said, "No. See a devotee, 100% surrender heart. 100% surrendered. 100% fully surrendered. Now he cannot go and beg. And because he have no eyesight and he have doing nothing. Is that proper? No, not proper. One who is 100% surrendered should be 100%. That is the main reason Ravana kills Ramchana kills Sita, not just because he kidnapped his wife. Kidnap was that a secondary thing. The primary reason is Sita Devi is 100% surrendered to Ramchandra, therefore she needs 100% protection. And he gave it to her by killing that one. So Krishna is 100% devoted to Krishna. Bhajan, hearing about Krishna. Only. That's what he does. Only. Not for some time. Now he is blind because from fasting. So somebody sent Lalita Vishaka, please go and take care of him. So Vishaka, Lalita Vishaka, the Sakis, they came. Hey Baba, why are you lying here? You didn't go and beg? Say, oh, how can I go and beg? I have no eye. How can I go and beg? How can I walk? I have no eye. So if you give me your eye back, will you go and beg? Say, why not? I will go and beg. I've been begging before I got blind now. So if I get my eye, I will go and beg. So give it to me, I will go. It's okay. So Lalita placed her hand and asked and said, please don't open your eye. Yeah? Don't open your eyes. You understand? Yes. I will not open my eyes. Don't open your eyes. Say yes. So she placed her hand on her right eye. He kept quiet. Again, the devotees always play with themselves. Because when they appeared, although he cannot see, but he could see the fulgence. He could see the fulgence. He's a pure devotee, so he could see without physical eye. He could see the fulgence. That is one. Second, the voice The voice, a person who has no strength is about to leave the body. The voice has energized his body. And you're telling me I should not see you. I should not see you. Then, why am I getting the eye? Just to go and pay? That is this I should get eyes for. Come on, that is nonsense. It took brains. I will see the person whose presence has enlivened my body, and then the third thing is the aroma. The first thing is what?
The fusions.
Yes, voice.
And the voice.
There are three things. There are three things. First thing is
Was energized.
the effulgence. The effulgence. He could see that the place became illuminated. Second thing was he got his strength. He got his strength from not eating. From not eating, he got his strength. The third thing is the voice. The aroma permeated the whole place. It is heavenly. Heavenly. He's experiencing these three things. And the fourth thing is what? His eye is going to be open. And I should not see this person. I will see. I will see the person. So he placed the eye on the hands, the lotus hand. That alone. What will you use that to compare? How many moons? It's pale. And it's an offense to even use that because the moon has spot. But doesn't have any spot. So Krishna kept quiet, lying down there. Although he has again his set, but he didn't show it. He waited. The moment she touched the left eye, then the eye opened, you open the eye. But as fast as he could open, and also the fast way, they would disappear. But the aroma lingered there and spread the whole place. Kilometers, people away. Did you notice something? Yes. You notice something? Did you notice something? Yes. Where's it coming from? I don't know. Where's it coming from? They were asking. Fortunate people. I'm not there because I'm not fortunate. Well, just unfortunately they were there to see. They could see. They could see it. They could feel it. It's fortunate. So, anyway, although he didn't see them, but he sat up. And what will he do other than to cry in joy? Not for the eye that is opened, but the sound he had, the fragrance which is going on, the effulgence is still existing in his room. So he was in tears, love of God, he was crying. He was crying alone. They were crying. This thing continued for some time. So Krishna got back his eyesight and continued his bhajan. Bhikshu, that is secondary. It's bhajan. That's the primary thing. The serve of Krishna. Krishna protects his devotees, but he does not protect deviants. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you for a wonderful pastime. We enjoy it.
Thank you for enjoying.
Krishna is a pure devotee. That is why he's able to, with his devotion, able to invoke Abitashaki and also Minister. But why did he not want him to see him? I think the pure, they always say that when you are pure, you can see God by yourself. You know? And now I say you should not see it. Because you have already come and installed the eye. He doesn't want you to see.
Yes, because he will tell people. He will tell people, and they don't want to be exposed. That is the tradition. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a Brahmana who came to visit his father's house, and he ate his food 3 times. When Chaitanya revealed himself to him, Chaitanya told him, if you tell someone that I will destroy you, you use the word, I will destroy you. If you tell somebody about my identity, don't tell anybody about my identity. Don't tell anybody what you saw. Just keep it to yourself. They don't want to be identified. He reserved only the activity. So he knows that Lalita Visakha came to restore his life and gave him a ticket to Godhead in appreciation for his devotional service. That is a tradition. All of them, they behave like that. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell. Keep quiet. Keep it. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna.
This lecture is a very practical lecture because it applies to almost all of us. I use the word almost because I don't know this of grammatical coming. So, in the purport, Dr. mentioned categorically, use the word must. One must leave home. If you look at our national history, go back to the Tako, he didn't leave home.
Yes.
Then if you look at ISKCO at present, this is Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is in ISKCO. So Prabhupada gave us this order. But we don't see devotees leaving home now. And even if we want to leave home, for example, some of us marry very late, and because the tradition is that we should have a son that's 20, 25 years old to continue the ministry. And now many devotees are already up to 50, and they are children. They don't have a first son who's up to 25 to continue. So how do we actually apply this? Or the devotees who are not living home, who are dying and without living home, what will be their fate?
Living home means you should take sannyas.
Yes.
That what it means, take sannyas. Not just all the physical living home. You said. After sannyas, I didn't leave Nigeria. I said, and other places like that. Yeah. All the sannyasis in my book, they are saying that they didn't go anywhere. We're preaching. So living home means take sannyas. Don't remain householder till death. That is the meaning. So we are leaving home by being civilly dead. So you have left home. Having a home means you have a wife and children. It's householder. Okay, West Africa, there are no householders. No householders. Householder, you have a house. And I call the household. The wife and children are there. So you're a householder. You hold a house. Nobody means that. And you can leave everything is the opposite, like I said. Somebody is getting married at 80. So when will he leave? When will he take sannyas? When is he going to get a first child? And many of us are lazy. The wife is stronger than the husband, so the first child will be a woman. Because it's a woman who's calling the husband. So the first child will be a woman. Yes.
So this order, which is instituted by Krishna himself, which is the national system,
Yes.
from brahmachari to grihastha to vanaprastha to science. Now in ISKCON, we now have a system that one can jump the
Vanaprastha.
grihastha, can jump grihastha and even jump vanaprastha.
Yes.
Number one, how did that started? How did that system start? And now those who are not able to do this jumping or are not even able to follow nicely, I'm rephrasing my first question. Those who are not able to follow nicely from maybe you are in Grihastha, you stop there. You remain in household life until you leave the body. Is there any way we have to perform the devotional service in such a way that at the end of the day, the gates can still be open, so we can go back home?
Yes, if you remain there till the death, it means you have to come back and do it better. And that one you take sannyas from there. Yes. So you take sannyas in next life, not this one. That is the formula. And you're asking where does it begin that jumping system is there? Jumping system begins in Kali Yuga. Because everything in Kali Yuga is done at late hours. Yeah, nothing is regular. So, okay, somebody is already 25 years before you become a devotee. And after 10 years, get to it. So you're already 35. So you're late. So everything will be late also. Retirement will be late also. And for some of us, when everything is late, you have to retire late also. And in Kali Yuga, there is no certainty. Children are dying in Kali Yuga, which doesn't happen in other ages. For Kali Yuga, it is happening. So the parents are burying their children. It is children who should bury the parents. In Kali Yuga, everything is opposite. So you have to wait. So you have to jump. Irregularities. Of course, Krishna is a master of irregularities. Krishna is a master. So Srila Prabhupada did first sannyasi to do wedding for this. He's the first. Nobody ever done in history. He did that because he's a master of utility, the principle. He's perfect in everything. Nobody is perfect. He's a Christian conscious person. They know how to use everything perfectly for where they are and produce result. See what he did? He produced result. You know, the same thing is perfect, but the result he produced. So he did. Prabhupada did it perfectly. And that is where we are. It is also approved by Bhakti Gita, chapter 3. We follow rules and regulations with a proper consideration. Otherwise, some people who are ready to be promoted, if you follow just the norms without the proper understanding, some people will be suffocating. They need to be promoted, but if you are following that without understanding their performances, they get stuck there. So people have to get promoted. We do it even in material world. When I was in college, I do 2 classes in 1 year. I got promotion. 2 classes 1 year, 2 and 3 in 1 year instead of 2 years. So we can jump, but we jump appropriately. Yes, sir.
So, the subject of sannyasi and their qualifications and falling down. First of all, I want to say that you are the most appropriate person to handle this topic. Yes. Because of you have proven that you are adept in this field. And we are very grateful to Krishna and Guru that they have been our mates. So, the scripture is very, very strict and harsh on this subject. It uses very strong words, shameless, And we use the word, such person should die. It's very heavy. And not just you, Srila Prabhupada used the word. The Buddhists were, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but the Buddhists were working with Prabhupada and they asked him this question: what happens to a sannyasi if he falls down? And Prabhupada says, well, a sannyasi should not be sin, he should commit suicide. And that is what Vishnudan heard, and he went to commit suicide.
Yes.
So Prabhupada is very harsh on this, and the scriptures, he also spoke very heavily on it. And also Mahaprabhu was very harsh with Chota Haridas. In his own case, it was a simple thing of collecting grain from Mataji. But he was so harsh with him and he didn't want to see him. And he committed suicide also. So everything is listening to suicide, because he should die. But now, when it comes to practical application in our society, I'm privileged to be in the community there in the Mayapur. And for the few years I've been there, I have seen situations where renowned Prabhupada disciples who are sannyasis fell down. And
Many.
yes.
Yeah.
So, and some devotees are, heavy like you, or like the scriptures. No, it should not be seen, it should not come around, it should not do this, it should not partake. Very heavy. And then some devotees are saying, no, such a devotee should be allowed to, still function. So you see some of them who did not leave, they still come, because you are saying that such a person should not be seen, according to, should not be seen. Because we see those people that still come around, participate in programs, some of them who are able to come. They give classes, maybe not in the asana. In fact, there are some devotees who were sannyasis during Prabhupada's time, who give classes in asana now. Huh. So I want to ask you, how should we follow the teachings of the scripture, the teachings of Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, as you have said, or should we be lenient and say, okay, no problem, it has happened, it's the past. You can come down and you can give your classes, you can take managerial positions, you can do this. So how do we handle it?
Yeah, thank you. There are two things. The two things you look at. One thing is that when these heavy words are used, it is to protect us from misbehaving. Shouldn't take it casual. That is the idea. So, otherwise, it's, yeah, for it's okay. I'm not the first person to feel that anyway. Am I the last person anyway? It says it's happening. And my poor, so when the devotee, he fell down, says, and yes, he fell down. And the one who had fallen before him, they told him the talking. They were to be happy. I don't look at them and I left the place. Because the one who fell before was Prabhu. They were partying. You're not the last person. Yeah, this thing is happening. Just take it easy. Take it easy. No, proper system is, yeah, so let's preach. Let's do preach. We do preaching. So I feel he's not telling him the right thing. He just pampering him. It is wrong. Yes, he joined the club. So you feel comfortable. It's okay. So to protect us from this kind of whimsical thought, these heavy structures should be emphasized. Still, in the mind, we know that yes, it will still happen, but it should not be left open like that, so that we can just take it easily. If I call it, no problem. No, there's a problem, because it's a very bad signal. What happens is a very bad signal, very dangerous signal. So that is first thing. The second thing is, so Prabhupada himself, he said, I am not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya can do that. It's okay. But I am not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I need people to support me. So even though you fell down, please don't go. Stay here and continue with your service. Well, they hope that you will get rectified. We say, next life, you cannot be sannyas again this lifetime. to be next step before he can do that again. So, and if you want to fall as a sannyasi, you become an animal. The next birth will be an animal. Yes, Vrindavan. Then after that, a human being, then you can go back to Godhead by practice. So Prabhupada gave this today. It's not commit suicide. Better to do service, because if we are fixing service, you get purified, you become humble, and next life to be better. You do better. Because some of us who are doing very nicely now, we have made all this mistake behind also. Nobody see all that time, so and we also don't remember, so we're taking trouble. So, but we will misbehave also in the past. So now we are strong because of the experience, we have learned from the experience, and by practicing, we are getting some strength to continue. So that is it. Prabhupada gave this chance. It's coming very good. That exercise is so many. One time I saw so many at one time I was surprised. There are so many like this. And they showed me this one. Ah, 6 at the time, I saw 6 at the time. So that is serious. Support is there. We should do what is necessary. We can encourage them not to leave the movement. They should continue to practice with the hope that next life we will do better.
There is a recommendation by some group, they're pushing this agenda that ISKCON should stop giving sannyasi at the moment due to the recurrence of this incident. And I don't know if you've heard of this, and I don't know what's your position on this.
That is not correct. You cannot stop because someone is traveling. He had a scene in job park I come the road. Yeah, I'm not traveling again. See, don't you see the other scene? You see? No, I don't want to be part. You will sleep on the road. That is not correct. It's not correct. In my one a friend came to me when he saw the Kausham was announced my name. Praise you, taking sannyas. When you say, you're so bold like that. You don't know. See, I better remain Brahmachari. Because from Brahmachari, you can get married or you can go up. But if you go, you can come down again. I'm very careful. I just look at him and say, I cannot tell my spiritual master like that. I cannot tell my spiritual master that. Guruji, I want to wait Brahmachari. I can't tell him like that. So, and that is due to fear. Well, the first qualification as an yes you have is fearlessness. They don't depend on something, they are fearless. In the qualification. So, if the fear is there, oh, okay. When do they think this will not happen? Well, when do they think? What time they can tell us that, yes, but this time, ISKCON is above any person who will follow being a suggestion. Can they give you that time? It's wrong to say like that. We can screen, that is perfect. We do the screening, that we can do, but not stopping. Not stopping. That's my little understanding. Yeah, that's not
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Maharaj, during your class, you mentioned that the Varnashram system is there so that one can get promotion from one stage to another stage and like this. And they're coming to the stage of Grihastra, the household stage. You're married with kids, you're holding the house, you're doing some work. You can correct me, Gurudev, but there's this notion that people can actually become pure devotees even in the Grihastha ashram. That, not getting to the sannyas level, that if you perform your devotional service according to the rules and regulations, you can also become a pure devotee even in the Grihastha ashram.
Yes,
but
that is very, very high. Very, very high. So about Thakura is an example. It's an example. He is a Paramahamsa in Sannyas ashram. He is. He always towards the end, he was pretending to be lame so he can have his time to practice. So it is a chance that that we have also Paramahansas in the Hashurasha. That is it. Godas Kishodagoji Mahas, Paramahansa inside. It is there, but the quality is very high. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, it is rare. While the chance is there, we shouldn't think that I'm the next Paramahamsa in Hashurasha. That will become a, what do you call it? Yeah, because the quality is very, very high to be there. We're talking about controlling the senses. In Ashram, you can control the senses. So yes, the chance is there, and we have perfect examples, but we should know that it is rare. It is rare. Especially in Kali Yuga, it's very, very difficult to get that. Like anything else, to get the perfect, the pure sannyasi, and all that, panaprasa, all that is difficult. Similarly, it's difficult to have a paramahamsa in Hasaswan, although it is there. It is there. Last bishop, you
The Papa gave us 4 relative principles.
Yes.
But why is it that sex is considered like the strongest binding force? If somebody maybe breaks other principles, there are no strong statements in the scriptures about it. But
Yes.
when it comes to these other ones, it's very strong.
Yes. I've asked many devotees what is lost. Very difficult to find devotee who define it because you don't know what is it. And that is why we're also having difficulty in dealing with it. Lost is transformed pure love of Godhead. When the pure love of Godhead is changed, like yes, when milk is added with acid, then it becomes yogurt. That is what it is. Pure love of Godhead becomes self-centered. That is lost. And pure love of Godhead, it is intrinsic nature of all spirit soul. That means that every living entity has lost a condition soul. All conditions soul, they have lost. That is why Gurudev wrote that book, Transforming Lost Back into Pure Love. And the principle is given, we've been teaching the principle. It's very nice. How to transform it. Because we are revising, we are going back to the origin. So, because pure love of Godhead is, what is that? Pure love of Godhead. When you say pure love of God, what are we talking? It's cemented at the line, not Krishna. Cemented at the line. This is pure love of Godhead. And Bhakti Devi. So, and anything which is superior to her, no. Therefore, it will be devastating. Loss will be devastating because pure love of Godhead controls everything, including Krishna. That's why it's very strong. So, Gurudev has given us a process how to transform that, to turn it back. And that is why in Krishna consciousness, the principle, we have to transform it. The other we are not doing it nicely, and we're doing it whimsically, so we don't experience it. And it takes a long time. It didn't take Krishna a long time to get transformed. He lost back to pure love for God because he did austerity. And you see, yogis, they leave the house and go and do austerity. They're not fools, they know what they're doing. Notice the process. We want to transcend it, part of it. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premadandi ki jai.